Hi everyone, welcome back to 1119. I'm your host Candace, and today we're going to be talking about my self-love and spirituality challenge that I had posted out on social media back in August. First, I just want to sit there and say thank you so much for every single one of you guys who have reached out to me or have said that they tried the challenge and it has really benefited them more than they had ever even known. That is literally the purpose of my challenge. My challenge was to incorporate the things that I love, which is really developing self love and spirituality. And every single day, we're doing something that's correlating to one of those two things. This challenge was specifically designed to help you connect, to build that internal dialogue, to trust your instincts and your gut, and to allow yourself to really tap into the dark stuff so that you can move forward in a way that benefits you. With that all being said, I really wanted to create this 30-day challenge just for you guys so that you guys can connect. And with that also being said, let's go ahead and dive in. Now, before I do though, I do want to say that this challenge does come with two rules. One, you have to follow the rules that I give you guys, and number two, you have to at least try. Even if you don't complete it or you feel like you're behind, you're not behind. That is just your mind and your ego saying something else. You are here because you are here. You are meant to explore and see where this takes you because you are feeling that internal gut to say, you know what, let me watch this video and see what she can do, or let me see what this type of thing is going to help me. These rules in this challenge are here to benefit you for your betterment. Now, I'm not going to dive in too much deeper into these rules because I actually talked about them in the non-negotiable video, which I posted, I think, like 2 weeks ago. So if you want to check out the non-negotiables, it does link into this challenge, and it goes hand in hand in that way because if you're doing this challenge, these are the non-negotiables. These are the rules pertaining to this challenge. So that all being said, let's go ahead and jump into the rules. Rule number 1, we're going to be drinking our water. Stay hydrated. Number 2, we are going to be saying some morning affirmations, or we're going to also have like a morning routine for ourselves. We're also not going to do any mean girl shit. We're not going to be mean to other people. We're not going to be mean to ourselves. We're portraying this energy of love and healing and self-worth, and because you may be going through things does not mean you need to give that out to other people, nor does it mean that you need to be talking to yourself as if you are a piece of shit. You are not. So we're not going to be doing that. We're also going to be moving. I don't care how you move, but you need to move every single day. Movement is crucial to anyone in this life that you want to keep this vessel that we have. We only get one. So we need to move. We also need to make sure that we are eating healthy or eating some form of food that's going to help continue this nourishment. If you're on this journey, you already kind of know that the food that we are given through society and the government are really shitty. And so in order for us to feel better and think better and feel better, we have to actually eat better. I will absolutely say just a little thing, as a Virgo rising, I had to learn about my gut issues because my gut rules everything. Your gut rules everything. So whatever you put in and whatever you consume, it goes into your body and it's actually processed in that area in the small intestines. There's so many things that go into it, but it all starts with the gut. So eating healthy. Another thing that we're doing is we're taking our supplements and we're making sure that we're also taking our prescription. If I have missed anything, I'll make sure to put it down here for you on the screen. But again, I really took in more in depth of this in my non-negotiable video, and I'll make sure to link it down below for you. Step number 2 in regards to this challenge is that I want you to do a couple things. One, I need you to be easy on yourself. There are going to be things that are going to pop up. There are going to be things that is going to make you think. There are going to be things that is going to make you pause. And I need you guys to be gentle with yourself. I need you to be easy on yourself. I need you to be nice to yourself. This is a whole new ballgame. Okay, this is something you've never done before. So instead of expecting what it's supposed to be, just enjoy the process and see where it takes you. Go with the flow. That is the feminine. We're not constraining it. We're not trying to control it. That's the masculine. No, we're letting ourselves not be in that control aspect and really allow ourselves to connect. That is the feminine energy. So I really want you guys to really be gentle with yourself and just be patient and be consistent. Those are like the 3 things I want you guys to really like embody as you're following those rules and you're doing a challenge every single day. Be nice to yourself, be consistent, and be persistent. Persevere through this challenge. It only takes 30 days to change a habit. It only takes 30 days to embrace a new habit. So allow yourself to go through this challenge. I do also want to just say that I'm going to be breaking this down by weeks. So there's going to be 4 videos for this. Like, I've already posted the videos 30 days on social media, And I would rather you guys come here on a weekly basis to check in with yourself and to see what's going on for the next couple days so that you have a good idea. I do want to apologize to my family that had to wait every single day, but also at the same time, I'm not sorry because that helped you guys kind of push yourself into that alignment of having to do it and showing up. So I am getting a little easier for my people here on YouTube, my collective, but at the same time, I am going to be dropping a video each week that would pertain to this challenge. And so with that all being motherfucking said, baby, let's go ahead and talk about the self-love challenge. And we're going to be doing day 1 all the way through day 7. Day number 1, we are going to be writing 10 things about ourselves. These 10 things cannot be things that you ask other people. You can't ask your mama, your friends, your children, your cat, okay, strangers. You have to write 10 things that you like about yourself. Now, this is something that not a lot of people can do because they don't really understand why or how people like them, and or they don't have the confidence within themselves about their physical appearance or about their intelligence or just in life in general. And here's the thing, I need you guys to be gentle with yourself during this process because writing 10 things out can be hard. It was hard for me. 10 things that I like about me, I don't know about that. It took me a while, I think almost a full hour, for me to sit down in a meditative state and not have to ask other people's opinions about me, but to really sit there and say, why do I like me? What are things about me that I love? And getting 10 of them, not the easiest thing. So that is day number 1, my love. Day number 2, we are eating clean. That's it. I just need you to eat clean. I don't care if you go to a restaurant and you try a vegan option, or maybe it's a salad. I don't care if you go to the grocery. Actually, I do kind of care if you go to the grocery store. But if you go to the grocery store, then you're buying something that's a little bit more healthier. Instead of you getting the pizza, that box that you would get in the freezer, you're going for a more like a healthier version. Okay? We're going to switch the way that we are thinking and feeling. I already mentioned this earlier. When you start to feel better physically, you start to feel better spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. And that all starts with the gut. Confirmation burp, yo. Like, as long as you're eating clean in some capacity, I don't care, but that is day number 2. We are eating clean. Day number 3, we are going to be writing ourselves a love letter. Now, taking from day number 1, we are going to be creating a love letter to ourselves. And this is going to be a love letter that I really hope that you can really tap into, because if this was your best friend, if this was the person that you have a crush on, if this was your lover that you've had for years and you just want to express that like love to them and for them, you would be going ham. You'd be saying so many adjectives and descriptive words and really being visually creative for the individual reading it, because as you're reading it, they can feel, they can experience, they can sense the love that you're giving them just by writing them this letter. And so I want you to take that same concept, but to write it for yourself. Why do you love you? Why do you love yourself? And what are some of the challenges that you've gone through that you can give yourself kudos for? What are some of the things that you are wanting to learn during this process that you love yourself for? Maybe before you tap into this particular letter, you actually do a meditation to connect to your higher self. Or maybe you do a meditation to connect to a version of you 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You can sense already how much of the love and the change in the aspects you went through. And or if you're coming from the higher perspective, you're connecting to that vibe and saying, yes, I love myself enough to know that I am going to be here. I don't know when and where and how, but I feel it in my bones. I love myself that much for that alone. I don't know why you love yourself. I just know I love you because you're here and you're rocking with me and you're part of the collective. And there's something here where you see a change that's needed for yourself. And I am so grateful and thankful that you're here for that. And so I can write you a love letter, but I want you to write yourself a beautiful love letter. And this has to be at least 2 pages. So go ahead and get that handy dandy notebook, baby, and write yourself a nice, beautiful love letter. Now, day number 4, this is something that I love to do. I love to do it just because it, as a Virgo rising, I don't know, Mercury's up here all the time, bro. And sometimes I need to allow myself to not be so focused in here. Being in here does not help me, especially with my nervous system, with Virgo ruling the nerves. So I have found a lot of different ways to help calm me, to center me. And this particular activity is probably one of the hardest things that I had to learn to do because it was hard to shut this thing the fuck up. So it may be for you as well. And this is basically meditation. Now, being here on YouTube, there is a plethora. I don't think I said that word right, but you get what I mean. There are a lot of different meditations that you can try, okay? You can choose meditations from inner child, higher self, being present, connected to your root chakra, opening your throat chakra, allowing yourself to just be here in the moment, connecting to your sadness, connect to your ancestors, the Akashic records. There's so many different meditations that you can choose here on YouTube, but I honestly want you to choose something that's at least at the bare minimum 30 minutes. To me, I don't really understand how there can be meditations out there for 10 to 15 minutes when it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to really shut the fuck up and allow yourself to really rest and be in that zone mind space so that you can actually connect and be in that meditation. You can also do frequency music. I've done frequency music, planetary frequency tones. I've done specific frequencies for connected to my angels or to my ancestors. There's so many ways you could do it. I need you guys to at least try this for once. Now, on the flip side of this, there are different versions of meditations, right? Like cooking could be a form of meditation. Going on a nice walk can be a meditation. Doing a physical activity can be a form of meditation for you. But I want you to try out this mind version of meditation because the more you can connect to your mind, the more you can connect to your spiritual self, the more you're allowing yourself to really build that connection. Sometimes there can be a disconnect between what you are currently thinking to what you are spiritually feeling, and knowing there is this different feeling that you just can't explain. And sometimes you need to connect to that rather than to the actual mental part, and that's where meditation comes in. So try different meditations. Nature is one of my favorite ones too. Give yourself that space and time, but it needs to be at least 30 minutes, okay? Day number 5, we are now making affirmations from our higher self perspective. So these affirmations need to be something that you are connecting to, not something that you found on Instagram or TikTok, because that's someone else's words, that's someone else's vibe, that's someone else's energy that they put into. Yes, it thought about it, but your higher self and you currently know what you need specifically. And so when you're able to really create your own affirmation from the higher self perspective, you're automatically connecting to that spiritual side as well as the mental side, and then you're verbalizing it through the physical body of really saying it every single time you wake up and or every single time you go to sleep. Now, these affirmations that you make can absolutely go hand in hand with the rules, and the rules is that you have affirmations that you say in the morning and at night. So these could be the same exact thing, but you can also have these affirmations set for you throughout the entire day. You can have it at 11 o'clock when you know that your kids are gone and you need to get into school and you need to be in that mindset about school and nothing else so you can focus. This could be certain times of the day when you know you're getting triggered and you're like, you know what, when I'm getting triggered, these are going to be the affirmations I say so that things are really staying forward for me. As I'm saying it's 11:33 on the clock, so that's for someone. But affirmations, you make it. I am safe. I make money every single day. Like every single time I walk into the building, I feel so beautiful. People look at me. My aura is amazing. Like you can keep going on about your energy, but I need you to make your own affirmations. Okay? Day number 6 is probably one of my favorites just because I like to do it and you guys don't see a lot of me doing that. But I have a tendency to dance. And this is just for you to kind of get in the sense of just moving your body and connecting to the music that you're listening to. Now, I would highly suggest that if you're listening to the same music, to change it because, again, words are spells. And if you need something else to listen to, maybe try different high vibrational music artists. I personally love listening to high vibrational music artists, which I'm going to be sharing that with you guys more in the month of October. But Peachka is one. Shayla is another one. Chris and Teeb is one. Mellow Jello, Jello Mellow, something like that. Mike Mellow. But yeah, he's a good one too. There's so many different like high vibrational musical artists that are out there that are doing its damn thing, that are literally changing the ways that we are listening to music on different frequencies. And so if you need to change the music you listen to, please do. I'm going to highly encourage it because what you listen to is what you're staying in. Just think about that. Words are spells. If you're listening to music all the time about heartbreak and sadness, then you're always going to be feeling heartbreak and sadness. If you listen to music about, guns and drugs and da 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 da, that's what they're specifically putting in there. Kanye West was not lie. They are literally putting things in our music and we just don't know about it. Well, cautious people understand that. So if you are wanting to change your music, change your music. I personally love listening to lo-fi. I love listening to Latin music, Japanese music. I feel like when I am listening to different culture of music, I'm not only learning more about the language, but I'm also just connecting to the vibe. It's the melody. It's what they're saying. Like my hips start moving and I start doing things that I never thought I'd be able to do. And so it just really helps me connect. And so I'm just going to encourage you guys to do the same thing by just listening to different music and move your fucking ass. Because also when you move your ass, you move an energy that's stagnant, especially for my mothers. I know, because I am one of two. And when you are moving stagnant energy, specifically around your hips where you gave birth, yeah, it's kind of needed. So when I see people shaking ass, I'm like, yeah, honey, shake that ass because you were moving energy that was stagnant, that was probably traumatic, traumatizing. Childbirth in general is just crazy, but that's a whole nother ball game and story. But anyway, my whole point is that I just want you guys to just move your ass and listen to different music while you're doing that. Day number 7. This one is going to get you out of your comfort zone. Blink, blink, blink. I want you guys to get out of your comfort zone, okay? This one is really helping you develop a more confidence and a more giving out acclimates. Like the more you're giving out to other people, the more that energy comes back to you, right? At least that's the saying. Karma, good karma, the laws of universal. When you are giving out something, something comes back to you in that nature, right? And so number 7, for day number 7, I need you guys to start giving out compliments, and I need you at least to do 3 compliments to strangers. Not to your mama, not to your best friend, not to your child, not to your coworker that's like your best friend. I need strangers, okay? And by doing so, this actually gets you out of your comfort zone. Like I said, this builds confidence within you, okay? And so I need you guys to just allow yourself to give out compliments. What would you like someone else to say to you? And just spread that love and joy. So that is day number 7. With that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and send this off for week number 1 of our self-love and spirituality challenge. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please let me know if you're excited and running, needing anything else in regards to this challenge, because there's so many of you that have reached out to me about this that I knew that this is something I needed to put on my YouTube channel. So I'm just really glad and thankful that you guys have been able to really connect to this challenge in a way that's going to benefit you in the long term. So with that all being said, I'm just really grateful and thankful for you for choosing yourself on self-love and spirituality challenge. And with that, I will catch you guys for week number 2 of this challenge. Bye guys.